Last story of the day with Funko. So Funko and Warner Brothers have teamed up on a new project with DC Comics. So they're releasing a DC Comics NFT. This digital release is a marriage between the physical comic book and the digital version, and it's going to be sold exclusively through Walmart. So a lot of mainstream brands in this headline, which I think is exciting for the NFT space. Adam, I'm going to kick it up to you first. Are you excited about this?
So I'm excited about the continued normalization of all of these processes and all of these types of things. And as you said, there's a lot of big name brands involved with this. I think it's relevant because of that. I'll be really curious to see how well this sells. I think that's going to be sort of the big question for me, is not, is it available, but is it popular? If it's popular, then that is interesting. And again, it's like there's so much in kind of the world of NFTs and the world of cryptocurrency more broadly, is about trying to figure out how do you reverse engineer Pokemon cards, right? Not the creation of a card, but the creation of a popular phenomenon, right? And so attaching something like these new technologies to older, already popular, intellectual property is interesting, because it means, hey, maybe you can revive something, maybe it's a force multiplier, not just a new way to monetize this, but something that will actually help it sort of make the jump into the digital age. So that's what I see when I'm looking at something like this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm skeptical or not in terms of whether it'll be successful, but I'll be anxious to see. Yeah. Christy, what do you think?
Well, I am in a house that is full of Funko Pops. Like, we have so many. And we have many Marvel Funko Pops as well. So, and we also have, collectible sports cards, and we have racks and racks of comic books. So I'm curious to see if any of my Funko comic book Marvel collecting family gets interested in this, considering they have, a crypto person in the house as well. I'm very curious to see if they are interested or not. So far, not. I have to admit, people are like, whatever. I want the comic book in my hand. I want the Funko Pop on my shelf. I, on the other hand, am like, yeah, but you don't have to dust an NFT. And I'm tired of dusting the Funko Pops. So I would like to see whether or not that it comes into play at all. Like, having it in a wallet means anything to anybody. But I think it's a nice little add-on, and maybe it will become popular. But I can tell you that so far, of the 7 people that I hang out with who are into the things, not so much.
Okay, Christy, two things. Well, I want to know, is there a Funko Pop close by that we can see right now? No, not in my office. I don't have any Funkos. My daughter, kids, my husband has tons of them. He had an It Funko Pop in her bedroom, and I was like, no, that's not going to be allowed in here. And so next time you come on the show, bring your Funko Pop. We could chat about it. The second thing is this comes with a physical version of the comic book cover. So you still get to have that physical asset and potentially, future-proof your collection with that NFT. And so there's going to be 30,000 of them launched at the beginning of October, exclusively in Walmart. Like you, Adam, I was thinking, like, are we going to see people lining up, going to different Walmarts trying to get this? I don't know. I guess we'll see in October, but I remain optimistic, as always, on every NFT piece of news we have on this show.
I want to know if people are actually going to bother to claim their NFT. That's what I'm curious about. They might get the comic book, but will they bother to claim the NFT?
As I was reading through this, I thought this actually needs something from the traditional marketing space. Like, I think this really needs like an in-person brand ambassador standing in the aisle when you purchase this. It talks you through how to get that NFT. I think you're right, Christy. That is going to be a hurdle. You get the physical copy, but a lot of people don't know how to go home, set up a wallet, and then claim that NFT. I think we need brand ambassadors. Adam, what do you think?
No. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, again, like, as an educational opportunity, like, these types of engagements are important moments. And to Christy's point, again, like, that really is the question, is like, to the extent that these are successful, is that even about the NFT, or is the NFT basically just something, that you get for free in your cereal box, right? when that used to happen. So, I mean, I don't know if it matters, though. I don't know if I care. Again, like for me, this is all about on the one side macro, on the other side normalization. And the normalization that comes from simply the inclusion of this as a concept within these things, I think is something that even if it takes, a year or 2 years for that to become just normal and people to be like, oh, hey, I got this thing, so I guess I should also do this thing on the internet with it. Like that seems like that's the natural sort of trajectory for the thing. But I'm, back to you, Jen.
All right. Well, no new takes here. Adam is cautiously skeptic and I am cautiously optimistic, and Christy has a bunch of the things in her house already. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.